thou weed, who art so lovely fair, and smellest so sweet that the sense aches at thee, would thou hadst ne'er been born.
I thought it would be a fun sort of triple parallel of Shakespeare's life and my young life, and also setting out on my own adventure to leave Disney and write a novel, and all those sort of themes of self-discovery and art versus commerce versus family and so forth all sort of came together.
Laden wagons would roll in and out of the yard at Henley Street all day long, and John would retreat to the parlor with their drivers, talking tods of wool, the Queen's monopoly, and the intransigence and corruption of the Guild of Glovers.
It's terrific having this audio book for download coming out at the same time as the paperback is. The publisher has been terrifically supportive all the way along the line. They're doing a great job getting it out there.
Why, my sister asks, and rightly so. Why must the Shakespeares grunt and sweat under a weary life of gloves for the lily-white hands of Thomas Lucy?
You know, back in the day when I was in the Reduced Shakespeare Company, we're doing the complete works of Shakespeare in 2 hours, so I had a certain number of Shakespearean-type voices in my repertoire. You know, we spent a lot of time in Scotland, and so I know the difference between a Dundee accent, which is very sing-songy and like that, and an Edinburgh accent, which is much straighter, and it's still got the Scots in it, but it's very sort of flat and very proper. You know, so it's sort of fun for me to play around with all those different things. At first I just thought it would be funny to have this parallel character named Willie, because he's a young rake and he's getting in trouble with girls and he's all about his Willie. So I just thought that was a cute pun. My God, what pressure that is for a mom to have put on him to name him William Shakespeare. And it sort of became this pathology for him that he's almost unable to go forward with his career, which is as an English major, specializing in Shakespeare, because his mother gave him this name on her deathbed. And now he feels like he has to live up to the greatest playwright in the history of the English language. And I think that this is something that every writer comes up against, whether it's William Shakespeare or whoever, is, oh my God, how can I possibly be as good as the novelists that I admire, as the writers that I admire? You know, when I first sat down to write my own lines of William Shakespeare's dialogue in this book, I thought, my God, aren't you the cheeky bastard, thinking that you can, you know, recreate the bard's inner monologue. Who the hell do you think you are? And then, and this is the great thing about writing, you realize that at some point it comes from a place beyond you. You know, that's what the muse is about. And if you know, like William Shakespeare, he was just a working playwright, sat down, cranked out plays, and hey, they turned out good. And if you do that as a writer, if you're willing to stand up and make that declaration of, my name is Will, I can do this, good things happen.